Hey, proud grandma of 10. How are you this morning? Maybe it's just us this morning. I can't believe I'm. Hi, Israel. How are you doing, hun? Haven't seen you for a while. Nice to see you. Hey, Remy. Not working this morning. Samara. Big hearts. Um, I've missed the last couple of. I've been on here and there, but not really paying much attention to all the drama. Still early. I'll be on my way soon enough. Pouring here. I heard that. I heard it's pouring, yeah, down your way. I'm okay. I think I got over the food poisoning. I don't think I'll ever eat in a buffet again in my life. But then I said that the last time I got food poisoning from fish. I said, I'll never eat fish again in a restaurant. Ah, that was awful. Hey, Life Rewinded. How are you doing, sweetie? How are you doing? Making coffee. Yeah, I'm on my second cup now, so I'm pretty much awake. Pretty much awake. Yeah, it's nasty. Well, it's not really nasty here, but it's like kind of gloomy. Kind of gloomy. So I was gonna talk about this story I read about, which is pretty gross, but I have to be careful how I say it because I better put a trigger warning up because it's pretty gross. Hey, Ginger. Ah, it's just so gross. It's actually almost too gross to talk about on here. Um, okay. I'm like half asleep. Sorry. Sorry. Is it your stomach's rocky? This made me want to throw up. This story seriously wanted to make me throw up. Like it was so gross. Is somebody coming up? I dropped a link. Um, oh, sorry, I'm quiet. I'm quiet. I'm reading the chat. I'll be running distance of a receptacle. Okay. I guess they arrested the guy that did the mass shooting in Sacramento. So that's a good thing. Oh, oh God. And as far as what's been going on here, I just think people should leave people's real life alone, their kids alone, their discords alone. Like, hi, Winky, how are you? Just let people be. And like, as far as like, I know everybody's still like mad about Diane, but it's been over a year. Let's get over it, move on. We're not going to stop her from having, her supporters. Just get over. I'm moving on from it. Hey, Gemma. Not so beautiful this morning, let me tell you. It's like um Samara's going to come up to tell this story because it's pretty bad. It's really bad, actually. So I should give you a trigger warning because it's like something that uh, it's something, it might trigger some people. It's pretty gross. And you would think a school teacher and a cop, would be, good citizens, upstanding citizens, whatever. But you never know. You just never know. That's why you have to be really careful. Like even sending your kids to school nowadays, like, there is a jury in the Johnny Depp Amber Heard case. Yeah, I heard about that. Hey, lady.
Hey, lady. How you doing?
I'm doing good, but I can't tell that story. I'm getting all tongue. Should I
Oh,
read it? It's so,
yeah, that one.
yeah.
Yes, you can read it.
I gotta
It's
find
really
it.
gross. It's very sad. It's very angering, if that's a word.
It's in Link Room, right? Is it in the true crime room?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Um,
Hey, Gemma. Gingerlocks. Remy. Winky. How are you?
Let me find it.
Hey, two tacos. And your Paco.
Oh, all I have is a
Oh, and
YouTube.
then
I'm gonna play it.
there should be an article. You are? Okay, go ahead.
In Louisiana, an ex-teacher has pleaded guilty to crimes against children, which included putting her husband's sperm in cupcakes that were given to children to eat in her classroom. Cynthia Perkins, you see her there, cut a deal that will have her testifying against her ex husband, the man you see there, Dennis Perkins, a former Livingston Parish deputy sheriff in Louisiana, that's close to Baton Rouge. He's also charged with
Mhm.
dozens of sex crimes, including child porn and rape. Tonight, I speak with WBRZ TV investigative reporter Chris Nakamoto in my hometown of Baton Rouge. He's one of the best in the business, and he's talking about this disturbing story. He's been following this since it broke back in 2019.
Oh, it's that old?
Man, I'm
Mhm.
sure, Chris, when you saw the details of this case, you had to shake your damn head.
Well, thank you for the kind words, first of all. It was an alarming case for sure. This all started in December of 2019 when these two individuals, a deputy in Livingston Parish and his teacher wife, who was a middle school teacher, got caught by Adobe. They were photoshopping things. Adobe turned them into authorities in Louisiana, which launched an investigation. Authorities with the Attorney General's office showed up at the couple's house. They found this safe full of hard drives, computers, thumb drives, things like that. And all of it was encrypted with a software called Keep My Data Safe. And so essentially they had to come in and decode everything. And when they decoded everything, they were alarmed at what they saw. They saw child porn, they saw child rape. They also saw what appeared to be this deputy who was ejaculating on sweets that were then being served to his wife's class.
My God, my God. So do we know if any of the children were actual students or relatives, or were these just videos that they collected off of the internet?
So according to the court documents that we have, the kids that were served the sweets were definitely students in her class. They photoshopped apparently the kids' photos, and they had pictures of the children eating the sweets, the cupcakes that he had.
Yes.
I can't say anymore. That's just too disgusting. Oh.
Well, I think she got 100 years. And
they were.
no, wait. I can't remember. Go ahead.
They've already been, they've already gone to court.
Well, she did a plea deal.
Shauna.
I don't think.
A plea deal.
Yeah. Good morning, Shauna.
That is disgusting.
And that's right, Remy. Good for Adobe, indeed. Yes, I know that's pretty bad. And they're a young couple. They're not.
Yeah, they're not. They're a good-looking couple. They're a nice-looking couple. He was a cop, and she a school teacher.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, those are the last people you would think. I mean, you entrust them to your children. You entrust a cop to your safe well-being.
No, I think it was 40 years for her. I'm thinking of another case that was 100 years, and that was a crime against a child. But yeah, I think she did take a plea deal, and she's going to testify against him because he's going to trial. The idiot. Oh my gosh, really?
There's something wrong with those people. Definitely wrong.
No, it wasn't her that was 100. It's somebody else from a different case. Jojo? I have a delay. Now I see Jojo.
Yeah, it comes up on my YouTube before. Hi, Shauna. How are you today? So, anyways, what else can we talk about?
Well, I did want to. This might be controversial, but
I'll go ahead.
please tell.
For a while now. Oh.
Well, I wanted to know if someone who does not want to move on from what happened with Diane would want to come up here and tell us why. Because for like I heard you say, Carla, like it happened a year ago. Move on. I know that's too hard of a.
It happened more than a year ago. More than a year ago.
I know, but I know, and then there's going to be the comeback is going to be, well, it was money that was taken from children that are fighting cancer. And how come we're okay to move on, but others?
But other people have done, have taken from this community, and they don't give back. Diane has given back to this community. I will give her that.
Hey, Life Rewinded.
But I mean, why can't people move on and not be,
Remy, do you want to come up?
Who?
Remy. Because she, or are you Gingerlocks? Either one. Or even Proud Grandma.
Anybody can come up here. I'm going to put the link and just pin it.
Life Rewinded, you can come up. Hey, Jojo.
Anybody.
Give Apollo a hug from me.
I'm probably
I have maybe a few minutes, but I'm not sure.
Say the P word was put in my.
What P word?
PORN. They're talking about. And usually that's a no on YouTube. They can come up and talk about it if they want. I just think we need to get over it. I mean,
it would be good to hear from everyone else as to
someone who disagrees with me.
Yeah. like what prevents someone from moving on? Like Remy had a good comment. She said that's because that person didn't say anything for a year, for
Yeah.
that year. I didn't know why the news anchor didn't say that instead of porn.
Hey, Ginger.
Hey, Ginger, how are you?
Good.
All right.
Did you
Did I miss something?
Hey.
Well, I said how are you to you, and Carla answered good.
Oh,
Well, I thought she was saying it to me. I'm sorry.
well, I'm so glad you're feeling good, Carla.
I am feeling a lot better. Went
um,
through a couple rough days, but
I hear what you ladies are saying, and I get it. But some people just feel a certain way, and it's harder for some people to get over than others. I Oh, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Hold on, there's something wrong with my phone. That's better. Can you hear me now?
yes.
Okay, better. I saw the video overnight. Like I didn't, you know me. I just when I don't want to be somewhere and I don't want to be around somebody, I just stop. Like there's just no point in trying to hurt, you know. But a lot of people, I think, are still hurt and upset over stuff and maybe haven't aired it out or whatever. And I guess you know, when it comes to someone happening, when something's happening, you know, in the community and something happens and somebody feels like they've been either A, railroaded, or B, being taken advantage of, it's hard for people to just go, okay, that was a year ago, so I'm okay with it. For me, it was just better for me.
No, I'm not saying. What I'm saying is, when do we get over it? When do we let her be, instead of coming at her over video after video after video? You know what I mean?
I,
Yeah,
I,
that's a good point. Like what for people not having for certain feelings and avoiding that person or that chat or any of her videos is one thing, but to
Go after her.
still again, like as of last night, when I don't know, like that's what I mean. Like when do we move on from it?
I'm not telling
Like
people that they have to support her. I'm just saying I'm over myself. I'm just over it. I'm not going to go after her. I did my few videos, but hey, Shauna.
hey
in
Shauna,
the, hey,
Hey
Shauna.
everyone, how are you? Can you all?
Yes.
yes.
So, I think unfortunately the answer to when do we get over it is going to be as different as there are people in the community because everybody has their rate of processing and dealing. And I
Hmm.
think
Correct.
we need to give that same sort of grace to Diane when it comes to apologies because what I don't think people are seeing is from Diane's perspective, like when all that stuff was happening, how she was being doxxed and attacked on a consistent basis,
Hmm.
that had to have been very triggering. And I think regarding regardless of where you stand on how you feel about Diane, we can all admit Diane herself that she made a mistake, right?
Hmm.
And as she processes and as things go on, she's going to have a little bit more clarity, but that takes time. And I think we need to allow her that time. And I actually agreed with some of the things that were said from, are we allowed to say the name of who made the video?
Yeah,
Yeah. Go ahead.
yes.
Uh,
Hey
from
Chad.
Tawanda, I actually agreed with some of those things because I do think that Diane owes more
I agree.
apologies, but I think that that comes with Diane's process of how she thinks about this situation. And I don't think that she's ever going to just move on and not think about it. That was pretty traumatizing for everybody involved.
And
And
upsetting. Yeah.
yeah. And I think we just need to give a little bit of grace. And a year, I get it. It's been a year, but sometimes people process slowly and then shit comes in the middle of that you have to deal with. And so then you don't have time to process what's really going on. And also another thing that I want to say is that Diane is dealing with the loss of her mom. And as someone
Hmm.
who I mean, I talk about it to death. I know a lot of people are sick of me hearing it, but I still deal with that to this day, and it's been 7 years. So I know that first year of the first birthdays, first
Oh yeah.
holidays, that's a lot, and they were very close, like my mom and I were. So, that I just want to put a little bit of perspective in it. I'm not saying that Diane is free from accountability or shouldn't take accountability or shouldn't apologize. I'm not saying that at all. I just wanted to put a little bit of the devil's advocate, if you will, into it, and maybe a different perspective that I don't hear a lot of people talking about.
Yeah, that's understandable. That's like I felt bad for her when she lost her mother. I really
Hmm.
did. I didn't feel like you kick someone when they're down. You know what I mean? Like just leave her be. Let her.
Well, how I saw it was a lot of videos that would be out saying, "Wait till Diane gets her karma," and all this other stuff, and I was like, "Isn't it the death of her mom enough? Like, isn't it enough? Can we in some way just learn to coexist with each other without any more videos being made about the situation?" Or I don't know. I just think that we're never going to move on if we're still
But this is
making
YouTube.
videos about it.
Unfortunately, YouTube doesn't really move on. That's the problem.
Mm,
Everybody likes to bring up
great
old
point.
shit from years and years and years ago. So that stuff's on there forever. So that's the biggest problem. But for me, I mean, there's no reason to constantly, I mean, I just unsubscribed and that was the end for me. Like that I said what I had to say a year ago and I'm done. But some people
Hmm.
haven't had that.
Like,
And I guess some people feel like they need to still.
even M says, I think all the shit aside, Diane is a good person who did something really effed up. I'm trying to show grace at this point, but it was tough at first. And that's how I felt too. Like, it
Sure. Yeah.
was tough. And
My
I
best
think it's tough for a lot of people, but I think
my
she really does feel bad, but her name keeps it's going to keep being brought up.
like I said, it's YouTube. That's the way this place works. We all know that.
I get it. I
Things
do understand. Okay, but like when Tawana makes a video and it's still putting out there the same stuff as if it would just happened yesterday, and then people comment underneath of it, is that not feeding into what we're trying to overcome?
No, because I commented under it as well. So no, because I feel that if she didn't have her say, because I find Tawanda to be an extremely generous person, especially when it comes to giving money. And so if she, especially of anybody that donates money, she donates a lot. She feels like she was used. So if she didn't feel like that she got the proper apology, I don't blame her. I mean, if she felt the need to do what she did last night, then that was her goodbye. That's what it was. Some people just need to do that and then move on. Some people don't know how because we've been kind of stuck in this community universe and you're like, wait a minute, I don't want to fight with people. I don't want to keep doing this toxic shit over and over again. I just kind of want to be happy and entertained. But
Hi,
in
Deborah.
this community, that doesn't happen where it's nothing but shit talk. I don't understand how we're
Right.
going to change that.
Um, I wish,
And where you're at tomorrow doesn't mean that everybody else is there too, hon.
Yes, I get it. I do understand.
yeah.
I
That's why I
see it.
wanted people to, that didn't agree with us that
I
they're
the big part,
everything.
yes, and a big part of what happened did cause a divide, and if
A huge
we're
divide.
we're not, yeah, and I don't see us mending. Like I don't see us giving grace or forgiving or just. I know it all comes to different people at different times.
But
Why not reach out to Diane personally?
some people may never have
Can I share
forgiveness for
something
her.
with you guys?
Sure.
Yes, yes.
It's
Thank you,
been
Deborah.
3 years since the St. Jude's scandal happened in Boyd.
Hmm.
And there are still people to this day that are affected by that, still haven't talked about it and feel the need that they have to. haven't had a chance to tell their side of the story or where they are in all of this. And then also there's been a division that we never recovered from. So the boy before that and then the boy after that are two completely different things. And it was a community that literally crumbled because of one scandal. And in my opinion, two men who had a different opinion of what happened or a different outtake of what happened. And
Yeah.
there was when you put two powerful people with tunnel vision, unable to see or hear what other people are saying or how it affects other people, right or wrong, that can be devastating to the people that are on the sidelines kind of watching this all happen and who care for both sides.
Hmm.
And so I say all that to tell you that it's been 3 years since that happened, and then it's been a little over a year since this other incident happened in the drama community. And I don't know that everybody will be satisfied with a quote unquote conclusion.
Correct, Shauna.
I guess maybe I should make it clear that what I mean is like the crap talking and the hate and the hashtag scammer Diane is that that stuff compared to what you're saying. And I think
Can
there's a
we?
difference. Like
We
there's
should
the
also
people who just keep
remember.
it going.
We should also
Yeah,
try and remember that she did do some nice things for the community. She did, you know,
many times. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. So we can't forget. Well, I guess some people, you know, don't
I just don't
remember it.
trust. I don't trust most people now. Like I don't trust a lot of things on YouTube anymore
Yeah, that hurt.
because of
It
that.
did hurt.
It hurt.
So
Yeah,
because
and I
like
feel like
Em
Well,
I
said,
because everybody thought a lot of Diane.
we
That's
did.
why.
We
yeah,
did.
So yeah,
And you know what? That's on us. That's on people who gave her that, and gave her power, or whatever. I'm not power. That's the wrong word to say. But the fact is, we did. We loved that channel. We loved going there. Something happened. It wasn't necessarily the fault of anybody who went in there in the community. I don't blame anything except for what exactly happened. And a lot of
yeah.
people were extremely upset at that time, including myself. I'm not upset anymore. I got over it, but I'm not going to also be in there and kumbaya, my lord. But that's just I stay out. That's how I handle it. There's no reason for me to go and shit talk on somebody else because it's only going to make people feel like crap and make themselves feel worse, and it's just not necessary, especially in the times that we're living right now.
Well,
That's
I
it.
Yeah.
what I would think that I know that Diane is a big part of why a lot of us haven't been able to heal or and move on because she didn't admit to it straight away, and then the other was the apology was kind of lame or whatever in the beginning.
There was a lot. There was a lot in the beginning. And it was a lot to kind of process for all of us that like, wait a minute, this all wasn't going here? Really? And then like, and I'm not trying to get back into what happened a year ago or even a year and a half ago, but I'm just saying, yeah, some people are just not ready to forgive and forget and move on. And
Yeah. And that has to be
everybody has to
okay.
understand. Yeah, that has to
Hmm.
be
Yeah.
well, that's
okay.
fine with me. I'm just at a place where I'm not going to blame Diane. And I see it a lot. Her get. I am not going to blame Diane for every little thing that goes wrong in this community. And
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
see people doing that all the time.
I don't
Yeah.
go in the chat, so I don't see anybody blaming her for anything. So
Oh yeah, it
this is
happens.
this is the first
Well, every
thing that
time
I
something
heard.
bad happens, they're always like, "Oh, well, what about Diane? Well, what about
Yeah,
Diane?" It's like,
But
Yeah.
that's
yeah,
but that is how every single big creator handles things that they don't want coming their way, or any creator for that matter. When you
I'm
don't want,
talking about regular um, like
uh,
it's just like
hey
I wouldn't
Sundancer.
what
know.
about Diane? What about Diane? Even when it has nothing to do with her, you know what I mean? I just don't agree with that. I mean, hi Sundancer, and you can like or dislike who you want. I have nothing, no qualms about that. I just like it is what it is.
Well,
I,
Yeah,
I am my own person, and I've just decided to move on from that. I'm
that's
not
and
going to.
absolutely, and that's you, and that's wonderful that you're able to do that. Some people aren't,
Oh,
and
I
that's
understand that.
and that's
yeah.
yeah.
When I say that I've forgiven and moved on, it doesn't mean that I am in Diane's chat. I've yet to ever go over to Diane's chat. It's nothing like that. It's just there's so much hurt going on here. A lot of people are really upset with one another, and it just seems like the divide just keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger.
And the problem is
And
when hurt people are hurt, they hurt other people as well because they
Oh,
feel so hurt.
she's not pop nut soda. Not at all. I just like it just came up again, and I'm like, uh, I don't know. I don't know what to think.
I wasn't able to sleep last night, and I saw the video that you guys were speaking about, and I did. I love Tawanda. I think Tawanda is an extremely generous and kind human being, and if she felt the need to do that, that for all the money that she does donate, that's okay. That's okay.
Yeah, and I
And
could
she
hear the hurt in her voice, man. It was
exactly,
heartbreaking. It was
exactly.
really heartbreaking.
And
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 I think
there's
Diane needs to hear that.
well,
Whatever
that's the
happened,
thing. Why don't
you know?
they? That's what I mean. Why doesn't Diane do an individual thing with each person?
because she doesn't want
Everybody
to.
gets to have to
Maybe.
say their. Yeah, can you let Pop Not Soda up, Carla? I know
Oh,
who that
sure,
is.
sure, sure.
Or
It's
maybe she's not there yet, you
it's
know?
pinned at the top of the chat, and
I mean,
There's
I
so much time that's passed. I could see, like, maybe, like you said, she is dealing with the death of her mom, so maybe now isn't the time for to do individual, you know,
I think
talk to people
she
individually.
would be like doing it 24/7. Like there's so many people that have issues with her. Like, um, would it really solve anything? I mean, the time for her to have done something was a year ago when this first came out. Well,
Right.
for
And
me,
it didn't, yeah,
and it didn't
and
happen.
it didn't happen.
Hi, Long Island girl.
And I can't say that if cancer doesn't affect my family, it has nothing to do with it. It's nothing like that. It just, I don't want that to be the first thing that people.
I mean, we're all human beings. We all deal with grief. We're all not perfect. We all make mistakes. We all do dumb shit. We all regret stuff. Sometimes we say, this is all a part of being a human being. And, when it comes to YouTube, like, I'm not going to say what happened was a mistake because I don't believe that. But was it a judgment call really bad? Yeah, it was a really, really bad judgment call. Um, but the fact of the matter
Jojo,
is that some people are just not, they're just going to be more hurt than others. That's all.
I just wanted to read Jojo's comment in Long Island.
Hmm.
Jojo said, I'm going to make Diana cross. She has been persecuted enough, in my opinion. Atonement. And Long Island Girl says, I don't nor will I ever again support Diane, however her mother died. Can't people just stop for now? Especially from the person that supported these people when they lost someone. Don't people get bored?
And see, for me, that's why I'm just not involved in it all because I do find the fighting and the aggravating and the shit talking boring. I do. But that's me.
Yeah, I think there's like levels of people where they are. There's those that are just they despise her and they'll take any opportunity to let Diane and the whole community know about it. And then there's those that have been hurt, like Long Island Girl. She will never support her again.
And I
And
can't say that I want, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. That is a saying.
mhm.
I believe in that saying, and that's why I stay back.
Hello, Pop Not Soda.
Hi, Carla. Thank you for letting me up.
Oh,
I
no
appreciate
problem.
Hey,
it.
Pop.
No
I'm a
problem.
little nervous.
Don't be.
Oh, don't be.
Well, don't be nervous. We're nice
We're
people.
we're all friendly
Yeah.
people.
I'm not going to
I
jump in
I
here.
know I know all of you because I am a lurker for almost 3 years. So,
Well, welcome
I'm
again.
glad you
thank
came up.
you. Hi, Samara. That's so good to see. Well, not see you, but and
Hey.
Gingerlocks and Shauna. I'm fan of all of yours. So,
Oh, that's
Oh,
so
stop
nice.
it. Just
Welcome. I'm
stop.
glad that you
Just
finally
stop.
popped out of the trap clouds.
yeah, yeah. I obviously am aware of the whole situation. I didn't see Tawanda's video until you guys mentioned it today, and then I ran and looked at and got the general gist of it.
hmm
I didn't realize that she hadn't put out a public notice or whatever. I didn't realize that she hadn't made her feelings known publicly. And Tawanda, especially, as we all know, is very generous and kind.
Very.
And I'm sure she probably gave a lot. And for Diane, I think I was never really a big fan of Diane's, and primarily because she was always portraying to be a lady and, this fancy thing and this fancy thing, but her actions weren't, I was
Ladylike.
raised differently. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. So, but more than that, I think what she did was definitely it was definitely a violation of trust. People didn't even question Diane because whether we want to admit it or not, Diane, at least from my point of view as a lurker, Diane was kind of almost a queen, or she was kind of the
hmm
top of the echelons of the community, whatever you want to say. She was well respected, whether you liked her or not. You appreciated what she did, and I always watched her always, it was entertaining. It was always good for drama.
hmm
Yeah.
But
I always respected
and
her.
I think that's, I'm sorry, go ahead, Carla.
I just think it hurt a lot of people that it was her.
Well, that's my point.
Yeah, and I
Was
think that
kind of
people didn't
saying that
question
she
her
was
was
at the top. It's kind of like mom got caught robbing a bank. What?
She's
Not
kind.
mom.
well, I think that people didn't question her because she was giving so much in the community. And I don't just mean a couple bucks here and a couple bucks there. There were, I mean, just it's too much to name how much he's given. Held fundraisers for people in need, people who were sick,
Yeah.
Exactly.
giveaways, Christmas time, helping people. I mean, not last Christmas, but the Christmas before that, those lists were ridiculous, and all of them were fulfilled. And she spearheaded all of that and more. I've been around here since 2015, so I've only seen some of it, but there's been a lot. And so for me, when she said that stuff, said that everything went to St. Jude, it wasn't out of the realm of possibility because she's been so giving. And she's been,
Exactly.
So.
Exactly. And unfortunately, in this environment that we are in, people, especially the big creators, have haters, and haters go, as we know, to great
hmm
length to
Make
upset
everybody
their
miserable.
right,
Yeah.
including counting your money and calling her out. And obviously, she misled us,
Mhm.
and I personally
Well,
wasn't affected. I was shocked. I think like everybody. I think that she has been through a lot, but
mhm.
I watch a lot of different channels, and I can't even tell you. Probably 3 times a week I hear analyzer. Probably. Just like just a quick mention of the name or whatever.
Oh yeah.
And that's been a long time ago.
Yeah.
That's when I first started around here, was when that all went down.
Yeah.
I started like
Right.
maybe
Me
6
too.
months before that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
that's always
she's
brought
not
up.
forgiven. And I'm not saying the analyzer's on the same level of Diane. I'm not saying she's better or worse or nothing like that. But people are still talking about that. And I
Right.
guess, what is Diane expecting? Because it seems like it almost seems like she's expecting it really to be forgotten, in my opinion.
I think the opposite. I don't think that she's expecting, I don't know. I don't think she's asking of anything except just to, I guess, have another chance. I don't know. Honestly, don't know.
I don't know either, because I literally, I'm that person who will unsubscribe and just back away from it all.
That's what I
Because,
would do too. I
Well,
don't need to
that's,
dwell on it.
yeah, we
Like
don't.
right.
Yeah, we're
like
just
say
saying.
hateful things to her
Yeah,
over and over, or any chance I get to throw in, oh, she's a scammer, she
or
did this,
throw
she
in
did that.
her name.
Just
Yeah,
can't trash her. Especially because her
But
mom
she's
passed
in
away.
the drama community.
She's pretty much is
I
the
know.
drama community.
She
She
is
started
right. I
it.
mean, well, no, Katie did. Come on. No, I'm not going there. Katie
Actually,
totally started
okay.
it.
You're
Yeah,
right.
Katie
You're right.
started it.
You
And
are
by the way,
right.
Katie's back.
she
Katie's
is
back.
back.
I'm so happy. I am. I'm excited. But and again, that's not the reason I
When
didn't. I don't like Diane or whatever. It's
Hi,
not has nothing to
Nancy.
do with that.
when I
Wait,
think of
Uncle
my
Nancy
biggest
said,
mistake,
go ahead, Shauna.
go ahead.
I
When I think of
Uncle
my
Nancy
biggest
said,
mistake that
you go, Shauna, you go, Shauna.
I feel like we're playing hopscotch or that double
I
dutch game, you
Yeah.
know?
Well,
I
Okay.
love
Well, I'll say
hopscotch.
this. When I think of my biggest mistake, it happened in 2008. It was a life-changing thing that happened to me. I don't want to get into it, but I have made a video about it. It's on my channel if you ever want to read it. Something that I did that I regret to this day, that haunts me. And I hurt people. I hurt a lot of people who trusted me. And I was in a very, very dark, bad place to make that happen. I had morality. I've been a good person. I haven't always been the person that I am today, but I've always been on a path of trying to do better ever since I was a kid and I experienced my first traumatic experience. So when I made my biggest mistake in life, I was remorseful, but I never wanted to be judged for that because there's so much more to me, and I've grown from that. I've learned from that. I wouldn't take that back today because I had to go through that to get to where I am today. That led to my transition, being open about my transition because I used to be closeted about my transition. I used to allow people to abuse me. I was with someone who would make me their secret and then abuse me mentally and physically, and
Oh, wow.
all of that stuff I had to
I'm
go
so
through to
sorry.
be the person that I am today. So there are people who still
And
judge
may
me for
I
that, who
say, as a
can't get
lurker,
over
you're a
it.
beautiful person.
Yes,
She is.
Thank
She
you. But
really
she
there
is.
are
is.
people who can't get over that, who will always judge me for that, who see that person that I was in 2008. All I can do is show that I am not that person anymore and try to do better. And I
That's
would
all we
never
can
want to
do
be
as
judged
humans.
by my worst, lowest experience in life. And I don't want to do that to anybody else. And that's
That's
why I find myself so forgiving or so accepting of Diane. You can watch my videos. I've held her feet to the fire. I told Diane she was wrong. The only part that I differed from is because I spoke out against the doxing and going into her personal life and stuff like that. But I have always said, Diane, you fucked up here, but I still love you. I said it to Tucker. I said it to Diane. I'll say it to anybody. You make a mistake, as long as for me you're acknowledging the mistake that you've made, and I see some sort of personal growth, I can forgive just about anybody. Uh, and that's really because I had to go through that. So I'm being long-winded, but my point is I don't want to be judged for my lowest point, and I don't want to judge anybody for their lowest point.
That's
it,
perfectly said.
Absolutely.
That's
And
Absolutely. Yeah. I
clarification.
agree with that, Sean, on that.
nobody nobody should be judged by one single action. Like, for instance, Will Smith and Chris Rock. That was so unlike Will Smith to slap somebody across the face. Everybody's mad at him. He flies off to Dubai because nobody wants to be around him. He made a really poor ass judgment call. He should not be held to that for the rest of his life, but he needs to apologize. That's just, nobody should be held to something like that, because we all make mistakes. We all do stupid stuff, and we all will sometimes do hateful things when we're hurting as well. So we all need to have that same kind of courtesy, I guess, for everybody. But for me, if I can't trust someone, then I'm just not going to subscribe. And that's just the way it is. And nobody should be defined by one moment, one weakness, one terrible thing in their life, because we're all human and we've all done it at one point or another.
Hi, Deborah.
I have to run though, guys. I gotta go call my doctor, but I'll be back in the chat shortly. Okay.
All right.
All right,
I love
Ginger
you,
Love.
ladies.
Bye,
Bye.
Ginger.
Thanks for coming
Nice
up.
meeting you.
It was nice meeting
You
you.
take care, honey. I love you.
Love you guys. Bye.
Love you.
Yeah, I have a problem with people bringing her up like for everything. It's every
Yeah.
single thing that happens in this
Well,
community. It's like,
when you say people, who do you mean? I mean,
I
are you
mean,
talking about?
subs, different
Well, it's
people.
like Analyzer. I mean, how Analyzer's not even in the community really anymore. I mean, she is, but she's not. She's in the outskirts, you know.
Yeah.
She's not in the city, but and they're still bringing her up, and that's over 3 years ago. So with Diane, it's just she just came back like not even 5 months ago, 4 months.
The analyzer, I tried to understand her, why she did what she did. And I think with her, it was mental illness.
Well, there's definitely, I would agree
so-
there, but I think, she wanted attention, whatever. With Diane, I don't know all the ins and outs. No one will ever know the ins and outs, but I think my biggest problem with Diane is she hasn't really seemed truly remorseful. I think she's quick to anger and stay there. And, obviously she got hit hard. She's not used to that because she's used to being queen. And, reality that, knocked her off her pedestal. And I'm sure that was a hard fall for her. But she is back in the community. I mean, there aren't constant videos.
Right. And we're not going to stop people from supporting her. Like I said, the only thing we can do, like, I'm just not going to make video after video after video. I did that. I went through that where I was really mad at her and blah, 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 blah.
Right.
Blah.
Right. You got your voice out, but Tawanda, this is her first time, I'm assuming.
Exactly. She got her voice out. So I'm just saying, for me, I'm done. I'm not going to make any more videos. I'm not going to talk crap about her. And I understand if people don't, I mean, I'm not in her chat, but I understand people, that haven't gotten there yet. And
well, then they need to process it that way. But I mean, I don't think anybody should ever be upset with you for not, bashing Diane or not being friendly with her if you see her around town. I think.
Yeah. Well,
I
when
think
That's
that
a
would
good comment.
that would show more on you. You know what I'm saying? It's just not clearly she's she's paid the price.
Yeah.
Frenchie said, I will say it again, her vanity is her fall down. Not a bad person, but vain, yes, in my opinion.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
What hurts me the most are the people who don't like me or question my morals because I still talk to Diane and I still support her, or I don't
Shauna,
hold
are you
her feet
serious?
to the fire.
Yes, that's
that hurts because there are people that I would socialize with or that I care about, and then they would, and now to them I'm just a scammer supporter or a scammer sympathizer,
Well,
and it's like,
that's ridiculous.
I don't see things so black and white like that, and I don't do that to other people. there are people I don't care for on YouTube, and they're I can count them on one hand with fingers to spare. But when I don't judge or hate the people that go into their chats and support them, sometimes I feel disappointed when I see things that are being talked about and they're not speaking up. But I can't hold you or anybody else to the same standard that I hold myself. They're not me and I'm not them. I don't know their
Absolutely.
life experiences.
Absolutely.
So I wish
Mhm.
people didn't do that. There are a lot of people who I've known for a long time who know who I am, and they now, because I still talk to Diane or I still support her or I'm not hating her or I'm not hanging her and trying to set her on fire, who just don't like me or won't talk to me anymore. And I know that has
But
more
do
to do with
you
them than
really
it
want
does
to be
me,
friends
but
with
it
those kind
really,
of people?
well, I know that it has more to do with them than it does me, but it really doesn't make me feel good when I see them and I want to be like, hey, how are you doing? How's this? How's that? And I'm like, oh yeah, they don't like me because of who I like. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's
Do I want to
definitely
be
their
friends with
loss,
them?
I would say.
No, but I can't say that it doesn't hurt still.
No, absolutely. I think that any kind of event, whether it's on YouTube, like these kind of events, or even in real life, like war, pandemics, I think that's when you start seeing who people really are, is in those kind of trying times.
Mm-hmm.
And I definitely don't agree with judging people for because you've processed it in your way and you're good and you
It's not.
enjoy Diane.
It's
I
not
think
a form of
But I'm
judging
okay with people
others
that aren't
at
there
all.
yet. I am okay with people that aren't there yet. I understand. I'm just for
Yeah.
me.
Right.
I'm there. I'm done.
No, I didn't understand, which hence is why I had people come up that could explain to me why can we not just mend as a community and move on? Just if you don't like her, don't go over there or don't sub to her or whatever. And now I get it. I understand. There's people that just like
Yeah.
you said, Pops, that she was on a pedestal. People like it would be different if it was MGL and Diane, like Remy said earlier in the chat. If it was MGL, people it wouldn't affect them the way it did because it was Diane, one of their own.
Right.
MGL I wouldn't consider as one of our own. So I get
Right.
it, but it's not a judgment. Yeah, I'm definitely not judging anyone because they
No.
have not moved on or they're processing it differently. I just wanted to understand why.
Yeah. I get it.
Well, I definitely don't understand this community. I'm still trying to figure it out 3 years later.
Good luck.
I know. It blows my
When you
mind,
figure
and
it out, will you let me know?
I surely will, Shauna. I surely will. But but you have to remember, we are from how many different states, how many different countries, how many different backgrounds. Some of us are addicts. Some of us are in recovery. Some of us are crazy. Some of us aren't. Some of us are trans. Some of us are gay. Some of us are bi. Some of us are white, blue. There were everything. And I think that it's a really unique situation because it's not what we normally deal with. Because like when you live in a neighborhood, you're going to usually be around people you're comfortable with, whether it's, by class or economics or whatever. People live where they're comfortable with, usually. I mean, God willing. Well, that's true. A lot of people aren't living, but we won't go there. But I think you know what I mean.
Yeah.
And here we're kind of like all forced together in a way, and I think you're going to have a lot of divide. And I think that that's okay. I mean, no matter what, I mean, I live, I live in Ohio. I live in Cleveland. I don't dox myself. I don't care. My screen name kind of doxes me anyways. But, there's definitely areas where it's black, areas where it's white, areas where it's Polish. We got Polish village, Ukrainian village still. We got the old Italians still living together, the Puerto Ricans,
Mhm.
they separate because that's, people get comfortable with the, culture or whatever. And I think here it's very different experiment where
We're all
from
together,
everywhere.
all lumped together. Yeah.
I think it's an amazingly great thing that everybody from all different people, all different
Yeah.
Well,
everything.
considering all the differences, it's amazing that people aren't like seriously going crazy on here. I think there's so much good on here.
There is.
I mean, I see so many positive stories and situations and people coming together to help this widow or this single mom or this whatever, you know, it's truly amazing.
Yeah. And I think Diane did a lot of that. And that's what I'm trying to say. Like she's not all bad. Um,
Oh, I don't think so at all. Never. No, not even close.
I'm kind of indifferent about this Diane saga. I
Does
choose.
somebody have something on in the background?
I don't
Not
know.
me.
Oh, it could be me. I'm sorry. I'll turn it down.
I'm
Oh,
not
that's okay.
gonna bash anyone.
It's okay. I just wanted to make sure.
I'm
On the
playing
other
my
hand,
Sims while I
that's just
listen, so
dangerous.
that's why
Oh.
you're hearing. I'm sorry.
Did you read?
We don't have your undivided attention, Shauna.
You
Ren?
do, but my crazy brain just has to do more than one thing at a time. I'm
I
sorry.
hear you, girl. I hear you. Trust me.
Frenchie's comment, Samara.
I mean, I'm kind of indifferent about the Diane saga. I choose my battle. I'm not going to bash anyone that supports her. Why? On the other hand, the catfish in the green dress is an open bar happy hour.
I wonder who that is.
Have a Molly. Oh, Molly. Molly.
You've heard of devil in a blue dress? It's now catfish in a green dress.
That's good.
I'm telling you, I can't do the nasty is how nasty she is to her
To
compadre.
princess? Oh
Bless
my
you
God,
too,
it's
Israel. That was nice.
You know, one of the good things I've noticed that came out of Molly situation, like with the Summer of Wells, there's been a couple different groups that have branched off, and I'm not talking about Justin because he really does crime, but there's two groups, and I want to say Yaya Warrior Sisterhood, you know, from that movie. That's
Yes.
one channel, and then the other one is something about Shorty, Jersey. But both of these groups are like, they get good groups of women and they talk about Summer Wells, but they also talk about life. And it's really cool to watch them if you can check them out. That's like a good, like a positive that came out of Molly's.
If you know the name of the channels, I put it in the private chat and then I can like drop their link.
Yeah.
If you know, if not, just.
Well, the one is like, yeah, it's like
partly.
Yeah, Warrior. Yeah, I'll have to figure.
Can you say something in chat so I can mod you up?
Pop.
Who?
Not
you.
Pop, not soda.
Oh no, I don't want to be a mod. No, sorry. Thanks.
No, it's to drop the link.
It's just to drop the links, and you can.
I don't even know how. Wait, let me see. I'm afraid if I leave, I'm gonna leave the.
No, just type in the chat.
I know I have, but like I'm behind. I don't see chat. Let's see, wait.
Okay, it should say at the bottom. Should say chat.
Okay, let me see.
You guys, I'm gonna go back into chat because I can't. I'm on my phone, so I can't see what people are saying, and I want to.
Oh, okay.
But thank you for listening to me. I really appreciate it.
Thank you for coming up, Shauna. You enlightened me for sure. Yes.
Yes.
Thanks.
Absolutely.
I love talking to you guys. You guys are awesome. All right, I'll be in the chat.
Okay.
And Pop, it was great to meet you. I hope you talk more, and I hope you come back again. It was great to talk to you.
Yeah, it was.
Yes.
I always like
Absolutely.
I got this channel. I could change my name. I should change the name.
Yeah, dog ass.
Yeah, dog ass garbage is kind of different.
Yes, everyone, please sub up to Life Rewinded 2.0 channel because she lost her channel in the purge of glitches
Okay,
on
there's two of you up here
YouTube.
now. I'm
Oh,
popping on
what
soda.
did I do? What did I
Just
do?
kick.
Well, there's
Am
two
I
of
okay?
you on there's two of you up on panel. That's all. I don't know what you do.
Oh,
I've done that before, but whenever I do that, there's like a big echo. Okay, there's one now.
no. Okay.
Did you type in chat? Did you say
Did I?
anything?
What did I
I just
do? I don't know.
Don't worry about it. When you hop off, type in chat or
yeah.
whatever, or send me the links, and then I can
Well, I wanted
put them in the comment section
I
here.
wanted to make her mod so that she could see because you can, if you're a mod in my chat, you can go to someone's channel right away. You don't have to wait for a mod to post it. That's the only thing I like about being a mod now is that you can go directly to someone's channel.
I keep forgetting that you can go directly to their channel,
I
and I
know.
still look for the channel the old-fashioned way. Like I just go bloop and I type in, and I'm like, duh. All I had to do was click it.
It's so easy. Yeah, it says go to channel, and then you go to their channel. Dumb, silly.
There was something else that took place yesterday, but I'll direct you to Hartley's clip that she just dropped.
Okay.
I just want all my old subs back and matters
Should I
most to
play
me.
it? Should I play it or?
If Hartley, if you're listening, is it okay? Let us know if it's okay to play your video. Maybe she's listening.
Let me see. I think she'd be okay with me playing her.
Where did Pop go?
She hopped down.
How come?
Wait. Should I play her video?
No, wait till Hartley says it's okay. Sorry, I'm new. That's no excuse.
Okay, Pop Not Soda there. Your moderator.
I wish YouTube would
Now
bring
you
the
can see.
feature back. Being able to click on people to see their channel. It's kind of important. The only way that we can do it is if you're a mod.
It's like, I know. It's when they took that feature away, that sucked big time. And now you really have to know who you're giving your wrenches to, because if you give it to the wrong person, as I noticed today, because I checked my moderators and there was somebody in there that shouldn't have been in there, could have done me a lot of damage. But
Ooh.
let me see. What's about?
Life you went like life.
Who's got it? That puppy's cute. He ate the balls. Tracy, I'm fucking trying.
The reason why I wanted to do this is because I'm tired of all these little girls thinking that they're the moral authorities.
Well, that's what I was gonna show right now.
Steph, I'm sorry. I love you with all my heart, but
It's like, this is.
I love you with all my heart, but
I think I know what.
was that?
Yes. I love you with all my heart, but
Who were they talking about, though? I don't know who they were talking about.
well, I'm not sure if anyone else
I don't know.
knew that Sarah explained it on her live that she went live last night. I think it's still up. I'm not 100% sure. Could someone please direct me to all these people having deaf panels? Yeah, exactly.
No. Are you talking about serendipity?
Yeah, she went live last night, so that's if anybody wants to know what she's talking about. I'm just.
I thought she went live yesterday afternoon, or was last night?
To me, it was nighttime, but it was nighttime. That's what I thought. Anywho, I could be wrong.
Anywho, I don't know. I
Anywho,
didn't see it. Anywho, I didn't see it. So
wait, dog ass garbage. That's you, Lou.
what?
What? No.
Will you stop changing your name, Lou?
I know.
God, you can't keep up with all your names.
Oh my goodness.
How many times has he changed his name?
Stop. Stop. Thanks for dropping those links, Pop. 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 Pop.
I like
By
that
the
guy.
way, I would have never guessed you were from Cleveland, Ohio, based on its pop, not soda. But here, it's soda, not pop. Pop
So
is popcorn.
they call like all pop, not soda. They don't call it.
Yeah.
I see.
I
See.
find it funny Sarah and was calling people out about being the moral authority. Meanwhile, she accused people of being in discords, saying the N-word and more with absolutely no proof. Yes. Yes. And
I
she put that out there when it wasn't true. That they weren't using the N-word.
I just
That's a
think
big
putting something out about someone's husband and their children are wrong.
oh yeah, that too. That was a biggie.
That
But
that's
again, we don't
gross.
know what we're talking about. Sarah, actually, just go to Mandolin's live. Skip Sarah's. Go
Yeah,
straight to Mandolin's live.
yeah, Mandolin played it.
Life Rewinded, can you drop that link? Hopefully, she still has it up. Hey, Carlos.
Hi, Carlos. Yeah, I don't know. I just thought it was kind of gross to say what you say, like about someone's
Husband.
your, your husband has family in Ohio. Yeah, we do too.
See, Shauna says she finds calling soda pop comforting because she has family in Columbus and Nelsonville. See, I would have never guessed that that's what. It's so
Hi,
funny, isn't this a controversial
guitarist.
subject? Hello, dog.
I'm gonna play some guitar. I miss all the good stuff because I fall asleep so early at night. Like seriously.
Yeah, Mandolin had a good live last night. Very good. I hope it's still up.
Yeah, I think it's like I hate when people say, "Oh, Mandolin had a great live," and then you go to watch it and it's like gone. Oh, oh,
There, Life Rewinder dropped it. I
okay.
just will direct everybody over there. And Shauna dropped it too. Thank
Yeah,
you.
if you want to watch it because I think it was quite a long one. So yeah, and I don't know how to
It was
skip
eye
through,
opening.
but I think you
Jojo, who did you
should
say hi to and
judge
didn't
for
say hi back?
yourself. I'm not going to say what my opinion is because if I say my opinion, I'll get, you know, in trouble. So I'll just let you make your, form your own opinion. I just, I have my own thoughts on it.
Well, is it that you agree with what Stephanie Brown was saying in
I
regards
do.
to?
I do agree with Stephanie Brown.
Yes. Yeah.
I do.
I agree with Stephanie Brown's yesterday, and it hurt me for she was 100% on point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just sometimes you have to be careful of your words because your words can come back to haunt you and can come back in a bad way.
Yes, Winky, I agree with you. Shauna is a great friend to have. I'm so glad I met her on here.
Yes. Shauna's a sweetheart.
Oh, moving along swiftly. That's what Pop says.
She's spoiled.
Sarah is fine. I find her to be on top. I am proud as far as I'm concerned she is okay. Now, if both of the sides would surrender just once, maybe hope could be a thing. Nobody's above anyone, in my opinion. No, nobody is. Hey, misbehaving.
Hi, misbehaving.
Oh yeah, you can say that, Carla, because I'm not going to say that word.
I did
If
once
you,
say whistle dick, suck it.
better when you say it anyway.
Yeah,
Yes, suck it.
better.
Suck
Hi,
it, sister.
Clancy. Oh, Clancy. Oh, Clancy.
It's lame to hear people on YouTube brag they aren't the worst person in the world. Can't we agree that's a low bar? Yeah. I'm not the worst person in the world. Look what they did. Look what she did. Look what he did.
Well, that's the thing is, like, judge the people by what they do, not by what just like someone else does.
Or someone else says
Look at,
about them.
yeah. And don't tell me what I want to be. I don't want to be a pony. I don't want to be a horse. I don't want to be a unicorn. Just want to
What?
be me.
I I think everybody would want to be a unicorn if they could. And
Well,
you poop out Skittle
if I
Pops.
had magic powers, I would. Then I would make the whole world just get along.
Carla says a Mexican saying says the wind takes words away. They sure do. Yeah, we do need to clone Shauna.
What's so wrong about people branches out to other communities? I sure have leave people alone. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't even believe that was a
Hey, Long
yeah,
Island.
nobody does that's true. Long Island girl. Nobody does. And no, she didn't sound okay. So I would have to agree with that. I
Yeah.
personally, in my opinion, and Long Island girl's opinion, she did not sound okay.
No. And I know I went through this stuff with my son. So, and actually his girlfriend. So,
Are they
I mean,
okay now?
I hope she's okay. I do. I hope she's okay. Because it's so funny. It's like I would never joke about something like that.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm. No unicorn for you, Frenchie? What do you want to be? If you could be anything, why would you not want to be a unicorn?
I'd want to be some kind of bird that could fly.
Unicorns fly. They're
I
Pegasus, right?
know. But I think I would rather be a bird.
You should see my day-to-day life. And jealous before you start that I'm crazier than a
Shauna. No, you're not. Shauna's videos, you guys have to sub up to her because her videos, I mean, she makes a lot of sense when she feels the need to speak out, she does make a lot of sense. So
like today. Oh, Carla,
yes,
how Long Island is asking how is your son?
he is doing awesome. He's recovering in recovery. Um, he helped his girlfriend at the time go through rehab for her alcohol addiction, and she's doing okay. So they're both doing okay for their son.
Shauna wants to be a narwhal or a dolphin, and Pop Not Soda wants to be an otter and live in Japan. I still gotta send you my otter video.
Did you see what Lou said?
Lou? Let me see.
Dog ass garbage.
Where's that doggy garbage?
Pretty bad. Pretty bad. Pretty bad.
I missed it.
Oh, look up. It's above Shauna.
Oh, hold on.
I mean, everybody's a mod in here, so everybody can see it. But
See, I can't see it. Did it get deleted?
I think Remy deleted it.
Okay, then I definitely can't see it.
Something about a wiener. But anyways, I'm gonna.
Something about
It's It's Lou. Lou is crazy. I know. He always says, "Don't listen to me because half the time I'm crazy." I don't use that excuse anymore.
Oh, okay. It was deleted. Lou, behave. I didn't see what it
Just, I
was,
don't
but
know.
whatever it was,
Lou is a good guy, but he sometimes
has to
goes, he
be
has
told
to
to
be
behave.
he has to be naughty sometimes, and yeah.
When I was a child, I had a fantasy that I was a superhero like Superman. I know. And then you grow up and find out the superheroes aren't real. Well, they're real but just not
So
flying.
finding out that there's no Santa Claus, there's no Easter Bunny. Thank God
Oh,
I'm not.
trigger warning for any kids listening. Zip.
Oh, I don't think any kids listening.
I'm just kidding. Yeah.
I've got it marked where there's no kids. No kids allowed. Okay, well,
Oh, yeah. Maybe one day we'll do that. Ask Lou how Lou and Morgan met. Maybe Lou will come up one day and tell us that story.
yeah, I got to be really careful with Lou, what comes out of his mouth sometimes.
Okay, we'll keep him backstage and tell him to type it all out in the private chat, and then we'll relay it out to everybody.
Yeah, we'll say it. We'll, we'll verbalize it. We'll use our words. But I think I'm going to end this, guys. Thank you for coming in. I appreciate it. I really do appreciate you guys coming in. I can do.
Yes, and thank you for coming up, everybody.
Thank you, Natalie, for coming in.
Oh, we said he can do that. Okay, good.
Cool.
We'll plan it.
We will that will make that a plan. You guys have a great day. I don't know if I'm gonna be going live tomorrow or
Oh, it's good.
misbehaving.
Yeah, it's supposed to be misbehaving and myself.
And if your guys are going live, then I probably won't be back until after the weekend because we're going to a concert tomorrow night.
What kind of concert?
My granddaughter's concert. She plays the cello.
Oh,
So she's playing the cello,
wow.
and she's not only in the orchestra, but she's in the band. So
Oh, wow.
we're going to be going there and watching her. So
Can you do a audio recording so I can hear it, not see it,
yeah,
okay?
I guess they're doing really good. Their orchestra sounds really, really good. So
Ooh,
yeah, I will. I'll definitely do that.
okay. Well, it should be misbehaving and I going
The
live.
first year that she was in it, they sounded pretty bad, but now they're getting really good. So, but you guys have a great day. Thank you for coming in. I appreciate you all. Love you
Hmm.
all. Thank you, Sean,
Thank you,
for coming up. Pop Not Soda, appreciated you coming up. That was
Ginger
great.
Locks.
Lou, you naughty, naughty boy. Life Rewinded girl. You know how I feel about you, big hearts. Shauna,
Yes.
love you. Love you too much. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.